You roll off a stop, feel hesitation, then a jerk, and pain feels real. A warning pops up, the dealer talks parts, and it feels costly and profit-driven. Most drivers hate confusing mystery stories that make you pay twice. Promise 11 hidden Suzuki features that save time and money. They miss settings that prevent lockouts and stop expensive surprises. No model names, quick wins, starting with the trick for entry, then a dead start. Number 11. The trick nobody shows. Bad Belief says keyless means you are stranded when the goes silent and you cannot get access. Mechanism is boring. Suzuki gives you a metal key, and the door still has a physical cylinder for security. A hidden cylinder often sits under a cap at the trunk. We have seen people tug, panic, and call towing because nobody showed the simple latch until it was costly. Pull that metal key monthly because grime can glue it in place and make you feel helpless. Your owner's manual explains emergency entry and alarm logic because security still matters when batteries die. Slide the catch, pull the metal key, then pop the cover with patient control. Use the key tip, not a screwdriver, because scratches are dumb damage that shops call normal. Once the door opens, follow the manual steps to disarm, or the horn gets louder and annoying fast. Once inside, start normally, then replace the battery, because a cheaper sell beats a dealer appointment. This skips towing, skips the dealer upsell, and skips the security reset profit. And even if the feel's useless, the next step shows a backup method that gets you starting. Number 10. Start with a dead using the proximity backup method. Bad Belief says a dead battery means you are stranded, so drivers panic and make costly calls. Mechanism is built in. The car has a proximity sensor that reads the at-touch range. That short range works because the car energizes an antenna and the can respond even when distance fails. Hold the brake, press the button, then touch the starter button face or the marked spot. Some Suzuki setups want it near the column, some near the button, and the manual shows the start steps. Manual warnings say a light can blink, and you need to lock it on if the is missing. We have watched people pay for an electrical diagnostic that found nothing because the car started with a poor proximity contact. Shop-proof, one customer replaced a starter relay first, then learned the battery was the only failure. Once the car runs, replace the cell soon, because a cheaper battery avoids repeat panics. This avoids towing, avoids dealer diagnostic profit, and keeps you moving. The next no start usually comes from a silent drain, and number 9 shows the trap. If this saved money today, hit like and subscribe. We expose profit fixes that do not add longer life at all. Number 9. The battery drain trap in accessory modes. Bad Belief says you hit the button, the dash goes dark, and everything is finished and secure. Reality is uglier. ACC and on modes can keep modules awake, screens lit, and relays clicking for hours. That slow drain feels harmless, then you are stranded on a morning with a costly jump call. We see it after detailing, after idling, after sitting with music and phone charging. People think they are just relaxing, but the car is still running. Computers that never fully sleep. Owner's manual pages warn not to leave the ignition on without the engine running, because the battery can discharge fast. We also see the next step. A shop blames the alternator, sells parts, and calls it preventive profit. Here is the simple habit. Learn the sequence until you know accessory, ignition on, and confident shutdown by feel. When you park, do a complete shutdown, then confirm silence on the cluster. If you must sit, run the engine briefly, or use a charger at home for healthier voltage. You avoid wasted jump fees and avoid the costly alternator guessing profit. Next is a security feature that locks you out or saves you, depending on one setting. Number 8. Auto relock and selective unlock security. Bad Belief. The car locks itself, and you assume something is broken or buggy. Mechanism. Unlock without opening a door, and a timer triggers auto lock for security. That prevents accidental unlocks and theft in random parking lots. We have all done it. A pocket press leaves the car unlocked and inviting while you carry groceries. Auto lock closes that window so your backpack looks less tempting to strangers. In crowded lots, selective unlock keeps the passenger side locked, which limits surprise entry and feels calmer. Owner's manual text calls it a security feature, not a glitch, and it is usually in the door lock menu. Selective unlock means first press opens the driver door, second press opens the rest for safety. If your Suzuki has a central screen, find the door settings and pick driver only, or all doors. It matters at night when you are loading kids, because a darker lot demands control. If you hate it, check settings for timing choices, but treat disabling as a warning. This cuts costly lockouts, reduces theft, and avoids actuator profit repairs. Next is visibility, a guide me home trick that looks skilled and boosts safety. Number 7. Visibility lights and lane change. Blinker. Bad belief says you need brighter bulbs and pricey upgrades to see better in dark parking lots. Mechanism. Guide Me Home keeps headlights on after shutdown, so you walk to the door with safety. You can often set the delay in settings or by a stock control, depending on trim. It helps you spot curbs and bikes before they become surprise damage and costly scuffs. Lane change blinker is the other secret. A light tap gives cleaner signals for quick merges. That reduces mixed signals that make traffic angrier and can trigger sudden collisions. Authority prop. The manual lists these as factory features in the lighting settings, built for convenience. In real life, it feels small, but night driving gets calmer. Parking moves get cleaner and stress stays lower. Guide Me Home can stay on after locking, so you can spot hazards and feel safety walking away. For lane change, the blinker often flashes 3 times, and some settings offer choices for more taps. You avoid costly rim damage and keep signals clearer without buying new parts today. Next is a wiper trick that protects glass, prevents bending, and stops an expensive mistake. Subscribe for the next video. We cut expensive traps, protect reliable starts, and keep longer ownership with simple habits that last today. Number 6. Wiper and washer service tricks. Cleaning access, smarter timing, less damage. Wipers feel simple until you lift the arm wrong and it snaps back, turning a cheap blade swap into real damage. The bad belief is that blades are just rubber, but modern arms park tightly, and the clearance can cause scratching on paint or glass. We saw a rushed parking lot swap. The adapter cracked, the arm bounced, and the owner almost paid for a new linkage. Totally unnecessary and expensive. Our simple method is boring. Turn on the glass, wipers in service position if your model allows it. Then lift the arm slowly and keep it controlled. Clean the blade edge with washer fluid on a rag, spray the glass first, and never dry wipe, because grit causes streaking and the motor overheats. For washers, wait until the spray hits the glass, then add a couple wipes so you do not flood the cowl, soak connectors, and start electrical corrosion. Owner manuals warn against forcing arms while the ignition is active, and they call out washer handling to prevent linkage damage. Do this once a season and you avoid bent arms, torn trim, and wasted service charges. Then we hit the feature blamed for rough idle that actually protects your system. Drop a comment which feature you never used and which one feels most reliable for miles and longer ownership without expensive drama. Number 5. Start-stop done right. A-stop style logic. When to trust it, when to disable. Start-stop gets called broken. But the real issue is that owners never learn the conditions. Then they panic when it behaves differently in traffic. The myth is that it always kills starters and batteries, but it only shuts off when charge, temperature, and cabin load are healthy. The mechanism is a checklist: coolant warm, steering steady, brake held, and the battery sensors often reporting enough capacity for a restart. When the battery is weaker, or the defogger is running, the system may refuse to activate. And that is the car preventing a no-start morning. The owner's guide language says the function cancels under heavy loads, and includes a warning that low charge changes operation. So do not chase a fake engine issue. We see shops push an expensive battery swap, but smarter is a charge test with basic testing and load checks, replacing only when capacity is dropping. If you hate it in stop-and-go heat, disable it for that trip, but do not assume it is damaged, because the logic is trying to protect parts and fuel. Next, we hit the sensor zone blocked by gadgets. Then the warning lights exploded, and scans turned profitable. Number 4. Keep safety sensors clean and unblocked. Stop fake alerts before they become profitable. Driver assist gets labeled useless when cameras are dirty, but it is usually just blind, and that creates warning pop-ups. The belief is that the tech is flaky, yet the mechanism is simple optics. The camera needs clear glass, and the radar cover needs a surface for accurate returns. We have seen bug guts on the windshield and a waxy haze on the badge area. Then lane support drops and cruise feels jittery, so people swear something is broken. Owner guide wording warns about stickers, hanging tags, and dash cams near the camera box, and it tells you to keep sensor zones clear because obstruction can disable safety functions. Our shop routine is a soft microfiber wipe on the camera area, a gentle clean of the front cover, and no harsh chemicals because aggressive scrubbing can cause scratching and make it worse. Do that, and you avoid random alerts, avoid expensive scans, and avoid paying for a so-called calibration that was really a dirt problem. Now we move to the display shortcuts that reset averages and reminders. because number 3 is where owners stop driving blind with simple shortcuts. Number 3. Hidden screen and steering shortcuts. Menus owners never open. Most owners treat the dash like a billboard, but hidden display menus can make a Suzuki feel more reliable without buying anything. The belief is you need a scan tool for small changes, yet the mechanism is simple. Long presses on steering buttons or the trip reset do the work. Hold the reset, and you can clear average miles per gallon, refresh the range estimate, and restart maintenance reminders after real service. We have watched drivers pay for a unit change, then get hit with a wasted service fee for something that takes seconds. Owner guide pages say press to cycle, press and hold to reset, and some trims let you customize door locks, lighting delay, and warning chimes. Some screens show history, which helps you spot a drain before expensive surprises. Resetting after fuel, tires, or repairs keeps numbers honest, so you are not chasing ghosts created by old data. Our shop habit is to reset, drive a week, and watch trends, because a sudden drop in range can point to a low tire or a dragging brake. Next is traction control, and the right press keeps you moving without doing something stupid when the road gets slick. If you drive a car and want a longer life, subscribe. We show the unstuck move that prevents damage and saves towing fees. Number 2. Traction and stability modes, short press, long press, and the unstuck move. Traction control off is not a license to mash the throttle, and that belief destroys tires and creates damage. What matters is the pressing pattern. A short press may relax traction, while a longer press changes stability help, so wheel speed stays controlled. In snow or gravel, you want a little spin to clear tread and build momentum, not revs that overheat the transmission and burn the fluid. Owner handbook notes warn that handling is reduced, and they tell you to re-enable the system after you are free, because grip logic changes. Our winter shop stories repeat: drivers disable everything, floor it, then dig deeper, and the tow bill becomes expensive. The better move is gentle throttle, straight wheels, short press for slight spin, then back off and let the tires bite again. If you rock the car, do it smoothly, and stop when you smell heat, because parts get stressed and repairs become costly. Do this, and you avoid shredded tires, avoid overheated fluid, and avoid a transmission scare on a steep driveway. And the real Suzuki secret is not a button, it is a routine that keeps the car reliable and saves hundreds. Number 1. The actual secret Suzuki owners win with: schedule discipline, not magic tricks. The real secret is discipline, because features only help when you use them on a routine, not once during panic. Once a month, check that the car is fully off and do not leave it in accessory mode, because quiet modules stay awake and create battery drain. Every season, do a seasonal walk around for lights, wipers, and washer fluid, and replace a tired blade before it starts streaking and wearing glass. Wipe the camera area and the front sensor cover, because clean inputs keep safety systems calm and reduce random warnings. After oil, tires, or brakes, reset display averages and service reminders so your range and economy numbers stay honest. For start-stop, trust it when conditions are healthier, and disable it when you need steady heat or heavy defog, because load rules change. Fleet managers do this without drama, and shops see it daily. Cars fail early from neglect, not from age, and that is the boring truth. That routine saves $200 to $400 a year in wasted service, keeps your Suzuki reliable for long miles. The cheapest upgrade is discipline, not spending. Tap the next video. We show a quick test that stops profitable parts swapping and keeps your Suzuki reliable through longer ownership.